Yo, welcome to episode 86. I figured I might as well start recording from here because I just realized the puzzle. Wow, that I see. I'm so stupid for not realizing this before, man. Okay. So, Isia, you can actually mirror it, and that would be the solution. Wow, that half-off sphere and those statues really just... Because, like, you could spell A-I and then S and then mirror. Flip that around. I mean, you'll have another S, though. Whatever. No, because the S is part of the mirror. Okay, yeah. That's how I understand it now. Okay, so the half teleporter does matter a little bit. I'm just gonna save here so I don't have to do the puzzle again. Unless it actually resets. In that case, that actually sucks. But yeah, now I understand what the fucking puzzle is trying to say. And wow, that's very fucking clever. I wish the other statues weren't there though, because that kind of threw me off. Or at the least, if you're gonna introduce like a meta puzzle like that, give more hints that it is a meta wait. Oh. I'm looking at Q, Queen, A, Angel, Z, Seraph. Oh, wow. Unreal. It's still way too meta, though. What if I'm not using QWERTY keyboard? What if I was using like an Xbox controller? Oh my god, that's so unfucking real, dude. Oh, that puzzle, dude. That's so just like... At least give us one hint. One hint that it was a QWERTY keyboard. Give us a hint that it was a QWERTY keyboard. Maybe make it more apparent about that whole mirror thing. And make it more so that you're supposed to spell out something. I don't know. Okay. Maybe have the spheres be like empty, and then when you insert like a letter, they will fill up. Do you know? Yeah. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and fight Alona. Let's do this. We gotta make sure to always have an element on the field, which might be annoying because she might actually do something with that. So, first things first, Foxy, you're gonna speed buff yourself. Ying. Oh no! What am I? I'm sorry. I did not have the proper team for this. Alright, I'm just gonna jump cut to the battle. Alright, we're just about ready to start this fight. You know, I could have probably just cut that off and just start a new episode here, but whatever. I mean, like, cut off that intro and then just make this the intro, you know? But that's fine. I like wasting 4 minutes of your guys' time. Thank you. As if anyone would actually watch this and not just skim through the interesting parts. At least that's what I usually do. If I ever watch, like, some playthrough, just skim over the interesting parts. I'm not actually going to lower the volume a bit. And plus, I've been playing for quite a while. I think I'll actually upload these 4 episodes in one day. Because I think I'll just, for now, since like we're getting really close to finishing the game, I think I'll just upload them immediately after my play session is over. So I think I'll actually, like, after this episode, I'll end the play session and then upload all 4 episodes. Okay, so anyhow, we're gonna go ahead, save your Frozite. You have 3 turns. This is going to be a very interesting boss fight. We could introduce an element on the field. Let's try lights. I believe in light. Angelic embrace. So. Okay. I think Sky. I don't think you have anything with Sky. Oh, you do? Okay. That's fine. Use it this early, so I know ahead of time. And nobody died. That's the best part. Nobody died. I'm debating whether or not I should throw a bottle. Yeah, I will. Ground Thunder. Oh, they use all elements. That's horrible. Next one needs healing. What are the chances that you might? So don't use Sky, don't use Light. They could use all elements and then I'd be fucked. You think that's how this battle would go? Her minions would just use the single variants and then she herself would use the AoE variants? I might be able to take advantage of that, maybe? Okay, so if that's the case... Let's introduce another element. Let's introduce water. Element firing. Ooh. I don't know what to make of that, actually. Other than just heal. And actually top everyone off. Sure, we could probably get rid of an element. Okay, so I know you use Sky. I know you use Light. What else should I be concerned about? Do you just use everything? I think that might be the case. So let's get rid of Sky, because that was an AoE, at the very least. Then again, they can always change targets. No, Light was the one that she cast that was AoE. Well, she didn't cast it, but, you know. Area Aid. I'll introduce Dark, see if that goes. Angelic Embrace. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead. Nah. I don't know. I'll think about it. Minerva. And then Minerva can introduce Dark. Or we could probably do some really strong shit like this. Because you are neutral against all, essentially. Okay, you still use that thing. Okay. Hits everyone. Thankfully, it doesn't hit that strong, but Nexon is taking a fucking beating. Okay, so you use everything regardless of what I fucking do. That actually kind of sucks a little bit. In that case, let's just use Lancer, its strongest move. Ooh, they can use that? Okay. Probably could have healed. It's fine. Let's give everyone Angelic Embrace. Damn, slow on Nexon? That actually hurts. Dude is chugging along. You know what? I think I will actually use the very expensive heal all bottle. Ah, we only have one of them? Okay, never mind. Just keep healing. Okay. You think she has something like Virginie, where it's like, oh, I can use all the elements for an extremely strong attack? That would suck. That would surely suck. Anything cool back here? Nope. Let's just use this. I like using big meteor attack. Look at this. Bang. Poison mist. Okay. Okay, so the left one uses support moves, from what I see. Okay, I need to actually look up support stuff real quick. Okay, I need to get rid of break in case you try to paralyze us. I need to get rid of fire. Fire, break, maybe earth too. So keep that in mind. Because if you do have that move, then that's gonna be very devastating. Get rid of break, but actually use more break. Oh no. That's fine. We'll just heal. Alright, cool. You catched up anyway. Okay. I don't think Alona actually would use support skills. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. What did I do? I know that forgets, but we have all green, so we don't have to... I don't think everybody has all green, though. I think we're missing a few people with all green. If that's the case, we actually might be in a little bit of trouble here. Well, that's whatever. I think I'm gonna go ahead and introduce an element, because we kind of need that. No, that's fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're fine without an element. I'll introduce light though. Damn, that does like no fucking damage. Okay, Nexon does not have all green. That's the AoE. Oh! So much fucking damage. That's bad. That's actually bad. So the second one is the one that does the thing. The third one just hits one of us. I'm willing to take my chances. Element firing. Okay, third one also supports. Or at least introduces a fuck ton of elements. I think the best move here would be to heal. And then we do, buff up. The almighty buffs. I do not mind. You monster. You absolute monster. Alright, this is a very, very, very interesting battle. I mean, I could probably pass it over to Nexon and then I Lancer it, and then Lancer could probably just. Oh, Nexon is next. I think I fucked up here. Oh wow, that actually sucks. No, it doesn't suck. Please, please, Lancer, please, I'm begging you. Nexon, please catch up. No, where are you when I Giga Break? Wait, that hits who? Lancer. That's fine. Wait, wait. Minerva's getting her turn back. And we can... Okay, yeah. Okay, good idea. This is good. This is great. Single ally, 600. And now we do the very nice thing here. Guardians of Frezite, all buff. Do it! Cool. Love to see that, man. Oh, we've got it off. Everyone's got their buffs. Okay, so Nexon and Lancer needs their Angelic Embrace. Right? I think Minerva too. I can't remember. Heat up. Wait, that one confuses us. You know what? I'm probably, whenever I get the chance, I will try to have Nixon and Venet do their statusing, because if we get confused, that's really bad. Alright, so Minerva just died, so she needs that. She needs that embrace. But we don't have a way to get rid of that. Alright, Nexon. It's up to you, buddy. Risk getting confused or just... You know what? I'll take my chances. Alright, that's not the bad one. That's just for gets. Nice. Very nice. That was just a waste of their turn. Okay, I think I should heal Nexon. Nah, I think he'll be fine. We could do high damage, or we could try to get rid of Earth, because Earth is one of those problematic elements. I believe it can... What can it do again? Fire confuses. Break can paralyze. And Earth... I forgot what Earth even does. Okay, so who else needs it? Lancer, right? This music, man, is so fucking good. Single, start attacking? You know what? I'll heal. I'll do like small healing with Nexon. That's fine. That's not fine. That is not fine. Alright, because you don't have protection. Okay, I think I should protect. Too much of a waste, but it does get rid of her. Let's go ahead and do this. She needs it. What does it do again? Miss, miss, miss. Nice. Element firing. All right, I don't mind that. Fire? Okay, I kind of do mind that in case Nexon gets destroyed by it. I don't know. I want to keep doing damage though. We haven't really been doing that. Alright, we're close to finishing this fight. So far, I like this fight. This fight has been really fun. I think I should heal. Really think I should heal. Next on Snipe. We could get rid of fire. You know what? That's fine. What's this? Ooh, that's bad. We were barely living when she did her AoE. Oh, she singled us. Oh, Vanna doesn't have her thing. That sucks. We could revive Vanna. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Nexon, you can protect Vanna. No, we need to get rid of your buffs. We need to get rid of your fucking buffs. Is this it? Merit break? Yep. Okay, Lancer. Keep doing your damage. You can't really help Vanna in any way right now. How much health? 29? Okay. It'll be costly, but it does give buffs. It does give Vanna her buffs. Alright, good. Element firing, good. Keep wasting those turns. Love to see those turns being wasted. I'm actually gonna use an item here. I don't want to play it too risky. Overbright? Which one is that? Blind? Doesn't matter. Heal? Nah, that's too much healing. This should do it. Okay, cool. You speed up. That's really nice. I appreciate that. You know what? Saber, you have high mentality, though. You have high mental defense. Oh, wait, I'm looking at it wrong. Yes, you still have it. Really high. We're not going to be able to do much damage if we do that. However, Lancer it only does around like 20-ish K, so it might just be able to beat over you. How much does Queen's Judgment do? Would I even risk a Queen's Judgment? Okay, so fire can be problematic. Break can be problematic. I'm gonna use break. Oh wow, that actually dealt a good amount of damage. Alright, Lancer should finish this fight off. Hopefully there's no suicidal... Okay. Whew, I thought you hit Lancer there for a moment. Holy shit. Imagine. Alright, finish it off, Nexon. Cool. We did it. It only took us technically 3 tries, but I don't count the second one. Because I obviously did not bring the right party. So I have lost. To think you would be so resilient. Or perhaps you are just stubborn. Ern's influence might well be the greatest proof of this. It probably speaks of how you would not turn to anyone but yourself. You seem to always have a grim look on your face. Didn't anyone highlight that to you? It's none of your business. Well, my apologies. It appears I have pried too much into your affairs. That aside, yes, I know, a promise is a promise. Our true motive behind ending the world, that is something I doubt any of you can figure out on your own. Therefore, allow me to explain to you in detail, or perhaps teach you, what love really is about. The love we plan to give to the unborn children here in the transient sky. Forget the beginning and learn of its non-existence. Gaze upon the end and learn of its existence. The beginning is but the end, and the end is but what it is. That is entirely similar to what he has seen in his dream. And so we pray for our love to reach the unborn children. That is the chant used to summon Ende as the Gaia Cancer. Yes, it no doubt represents our true motive. The birth of life signifies the beginning. But who in the world declared and approved of that statement in the first place? The beginning will, at any rate, become the past, and there is no way to turn back time in order to experience the beginning again. Yet, virtually everyone takes that statement for granted. We, on the other hand, find it to be false. That is because all life forms are not immortal. They are bound to die one day, and death is defiant guarantee of demise. The countdown to death begins from the time one was born. In other words, life is the journey to death. You can rise to your feet and try to surmount everything, but no matter what, you can never surpass death. Your coffin will only be your ultimate destination. Yes, that is life. It is a ridiculous, meaningless element in which everyone is born to die. That only goes to show that birth signifies the end rather than the beginning. The fact that something begins only to end eventually, ultimately the beginning is but a deception and does not truly exist. It is just like how the sum of all vectors that form a triangle, which can be related to a life cycle, is always equal to 0. Life is but the greatest despair. Therefore, as said before, forget the beginning, and learn of its non-existence. Gaze upon the end, and learn of its existence. Even this world has no true beginning. It is only filled with darkness and the end. The beginning is but the end, and the end is but what it is. Everything will only disappear into the void. With that said, what do you think was the dream that he had for this world? God, that is. He dreamed of bringing non-existence into existence via the creation of life and this world, and the dream materialized. However, that was, in reality, a nightmare. Every day, new lives emerge, only to grow old before ceasing to exist. In other words, life will only become non-existence eventually. Death is the final destination of life, is proof of life's completion, and is where everyone is inevitably headed for. Those who no longer exist can never return to life. From our perspective of how the whole world works, life and death simply repeat themselves in an aimless and dreary cycle. That reality has shattered his dream for the world and has turned it into a nightmare. It is said that the grass is always greener on the other side. That phrase is meant to imply that circumstances aside from one's own are really not any better. And that is exactly what constitutes life as a whole. Now, listen with your ears wide open. Listen to not to the surroundings, but to the still small voice in you. Don't you hear it, Vene? He is, in truth, moaning in great misery. You can hear him? Of course. And you ought to be able to do the same as well. That would explain why you seek to destroy the world. It neither has to do with your weariness of life or your wish to end his dream out of a sense of duty. No, it is none of the above. Those are just trivial reasons for ending the world, which is nothing more than an empty illusion. Our true motive is much more than that. And what would that be? It is our love and gift to the children. Well, that is something you still have not explained clearly to us. How do children and love even come into the picture? Isia's journey to death was no doubt tragic and brutal. She might have been cared for in one of the quarantine centers, but the fact is that she was forced to live away from us. She had to battle a mysterious disease all on her own. Consequently, she lost that battle and grew black wings. But her nightmare did not end there. Isia was dumped to the ground and transformed into an abominable form of disaster. For half a year, she was tormented by the humans. She suffered numerous burns and slashes on her body and wailed in agony while having the urge to shed tears, but could not. Eventually, she was dead. The humans danced in joy while trampling on her sacred and scorched body. Isia turned 6 that day, and the humans held a grand celebration for her death, not knowing that it was ironically also her birthday. Every one of them was in sheer delight. They even treated themselves to a lot of meat. I wonder whose meat that was. To think Isia, who was only a child back then, would have to go through such immense pain and suffering. Was she born to die a painful death after all? Was she born to be tormented to death and perhaps be eaten? There was nothing we can do to shoulder the pain and suffering that Isia went through. We could not even offer her any consolence as we helplessly watched her carry a huge burden all by herself. This song is really getting to me. All we could do for Isia is to perhaps pray that she would be able to rest in peace. And all we could do for her is to perhaps keep the fires of sorrow burning forever inside our bodies. That was why we cursed everything with regard to Isia's death. That includes DSHIS and the DLG law, and Joshua and me. But why the both of you? Excuse me, I didn't catch the auto text, man. Joshua and I were Isia's parents, after all. We were the ones who gave birth to her. We were, without a doubt, the source of all problems leading to Isia's death. Had we not given birth to her, Isia's sufferings would have been avoided, and she would have been saved. In other words, it would been a lot better for her not to have come into existence, rather than to be born, only to experience a tragic fate. Yes, as a result, we came to a conclusion. We believe that true love is the way to attain true salvation from all sorrows and sufferings. And the only way to gain true love is by ending the world, so that none can be born and be brought into existence. Therefore, as said before, and so here we pray, for love to reach the unborn children. By preventing new lives from coming into existence, we can protect and save them all from all sorrows and sufferings. That way, the unborn children can rest easy and nephily for eternity. That is our earnest wish for them. I can kind of understand that. It shall be our greatest loving gift to the children who do not exist and have yet to be born. Existence is but a nightmare. None should wish for existence. All shall grasp the wonders of non-existence. All should be one with nilfity. I cannot pronounce that. I could also make an argument for it, like, you could also say, as a counter argument, oh, but what about those that live wonderful lives? Even if they died, they still live wonderful lives. I can imagine someone responding, oh, sure, at the expense of many others, I guess. Non-existence is, after all, a state in which love and salvation are no doubt guaranteed. If I must say, there are people who hold the same views as the Kirsch family, such as the majority of people at Chaos. Personally, though, I have no comments about this. One thing I will not deny is that the issues surrounding newborn Serahuman babies in this present world are highly depressing. Even if we do not factor in Isia's extreme case, it is an undeniable fact that there have been many cases of Serahuman children having succumbed to DSHIS, causing great grief upon their families. I admit that I had somewhat similar thoughts as Lona back when I lost the angelic children of Hawick, but for me though, I am glad to have met Doris. While tardive DSHIS thankfully didn't take Doris's life, it caused her to suffer from a mild mental disorder, and she had lived an unhappy life until recently. That's why I wish to care for her and make her happy. I will never ever think of things like, what if Doris were never born? Me too. I am very happy to have met Big Sister. It is true that sorrow and sufferings can be avoided altogether through non-existence. But wouldn't that mean you would not be able to experience joy and happiness at all either? Please, Leona, do not speak of depressing things and the like. For me, my sorrow over the tragic deaths of the angelic children of Hawick may still linger in me, but the thought of desiring the end of the world is simply... All of you just don't get it, do you? I thought you could perhaps relate to us, even a little, but it turns out that you are typically fools after all. What a letdown. Why? Well, I appreciate your impassionate words, and can see how you are trying to prove your point to me. However, these words of yours are no different from the words we heard back when we were in the DLG Law Beverament Support Group. In response to how we lamented that Isia would have been better off not being born, those people said the same old things to the point of disgust. They said that birth no doubt represents joy and happiness. That is but a stereotypical notion which tells us to believe in birth and life no matter what happens. Some even said that birth and life are wonderful and beautiful things. We do not acknowledge those opinions. The ones who are inhuman sinners, or the ones who do are inhuman sinners. Those opinions cannot be considered principles, but are defiant obligations that people adhere to, or perhaps they can be called chains tied to a person's existence. They are axioms that are foolish commoners blindly accept and are brainwashed into. Well, one could naturally say that those who've lost their children to DSHIS are similar to us. In truth, though, they are nothing more than cowards. They merely try to seek salvation and relief in the present world by licking their wounds, letting go of their grief, and moving on. They try to find peace within themselves without resolving the past. As such, it was pointless listening to them. Why? Because they have chosen not to make a change and have reduced themselves to followers. And their words essentially reflect the same old principles about the importance of life that we have long rejected. So why should we have listened to them? Good grief. The ones who first circumlated the ideals of happiness and birth and life were no doubt the greatest swindlers who deceived even God. You certainly have a profound train of thought. And coincidentally, that was the least I could figure out about you back when you were disguised as Heidi. So, Ilona, do you really have to hate all those, including us, for looking on the bright side of life? No, you clearly misunderstood our ideals. Then how about you explain them to us in layman's terms, Miss Know-It-All? Well, as all of you may know, things can either be positive, negative, or neutral. Earlier, you only brought up positives like joy and happiness. And that is why I say that you are completely clueless about what we truly desire. You guys desire neutrality. The things to be neither happiness nor sadness. Right? Our wish is not to seek possibilities, but to eliminate negativities. I can see a difference there. Exactly. What we truly desire is everything neutral, and nothingness is the best form of that. That way everyone is, in a way, without pain. By eliminating negatives, one neither gets positives or negatives. However, having said that, nothingness is far more predominant than positives. The reason is because by returning to the world to nihility and preventing lives from being born, absolute and universal elimination of negatives is ensured. Positives, on the other hand, are not defiant. They can turn into negatives at any point in time, as shown by the vicissitudes of life. Examples of that include Isia and all other children who succumb to DSHIS. That applies to the infant angels of Habwick as well. As long as this repulsive world exists, non-existence and non-risk factor will only continue to become existent, a high risk factor. That is why we wish to give the unborn children a plush toy by the name of Zero as our love and gift to them. People in general, like you, follow a flawed ideology revolving around birth and life. They are mere followers and dare not take the initiative to make a change like us. They may think life is what it is, but really that is self-evident truth which they simply accept without question. They blindly acknowledge that birth and life are wonderful and beautiful, and they nurture new lives with great application for bright side of life for the bright side of life without truly doing anything to eliminate the dark side of life. By giving birth to children who were originally resting in peaceful Nifili, they are simply forcing them to experience life that carries all sorts of uncertainties and risks. That itself is a sin. All babies cry when they are born, don't they? Yes, they cry because they are forced to come into existence. How dare Mother Nature bring me into this world? It has never been my desire to shoulder the burden of uncertainties of life. Rather, my desire is to be saved by true love, by being non-existent for eternity. At any rate, the first cry of a baby indicates anger, grief, and sorrow. That is precisely why we wish to reject existence, for the sake of protecting the innocent unborn children from the fictitious associated with the repugnant aesthetics of life. We shall return the world to Nefili. That way, the unborn children will forever be showered with love and salvation. So that is your conviction. It is the root of your rejection of life that can never be compatible with our acceptance of life. Yes, it has nothing to do with good and evil, or right and wrong. Only that your principles simply clash with ours. We choose to make a bold change, whereas you would rather play safe and stick to conventional means. As such, no one can blame us for our actions. The reality is, you and we are not fated to coexist. You and we are existed to be at loggerheads with each other. It is either you destroy us or we destroy you. Are you fine with that, though? What do you mean? The thing is, you ought to have fond memories of Isia. By sticking to your conviction to the very end, you will be rejecting those memories. Are you sure you're all right with that? Do not make me repeat myself. Memories mean nothing to us. But what would people gain from coming to this world? What would they discover? And what would they take away in the end? Memories are but remnants from the past. They are but a form of self-gratification that cannot bring back the dead. We do not cling on to memories. Instead, we ask ourselves these questions. How much suffering did Isia go through? How much sorrow did she experience? What could we have done to save her? There is only one answer to that. We should not have given birth to her. So you're saying memories are... Yes, they're useless. We do not want memories, or anything of the sort. Supposing we could bring her back to life in exchange for our memories of her, we would not care about how happy we would be for having reunited with her. We would not even care about how she would smile at us, or whether or not she would remember us. All we would care about is one thing. We would not want her to look sad. It looks like my time is about to be up. No. Why, this is a surprise, Queen Minerva. Are you sad that I am about to disappear? I can tell that you, along with perhaps Joshua and Kane, are in truth a person with a big heart. You are very thoughtful of Isia, so much so that you regard her suffering and sorrow as yours. And your grief for her loss drove you out of your mind, as you were unable to accept the cruel world and the cruel reality. Isn't that right? In the end, it boils down to your sorrow, isn't it? Whatever excuses you may give us, deep down, you still continue to cry, right? If that's the case, we can sympathize with you. No matter how different your path is from ours, we ought to be able to understand your sorrow. So, what if you can understand? You are not saying you wish to bring yourselves close to us by sharing the same sorrow as us, are you? Well, it would actually be great if that could happen. How foolish. Hey, what's with you looking down on us like that? How can you make such a remark after Minerva had expressed sympathy for your sob story? Does this mean your actual personality is no different from that bitch's personality back at the LAJs after all? Foxy, as you said before, it's pointless saying anything to her now. The whole Kirsch family are already firmly set on destroying the world. The depths of darkness here that represents Isia's shadow. The world's reality that propelled them to bringing about this crisis. And the place they called salvation. With all the pride and power they have now, nothing can dissuade them from aiming to the end of the world. So you understand me after all, as one would expect of the almighty seraph of the world's salvation. Or shall I say, the original you. I have somewhat agreed with Foxy's view of you. You talk too much. Bitch. Damn. Well, how rude. You remind me of Ende. Or could it be that you unconsciously starting to pursue her? At any rate, it is funny how you, an empty shell, are trying to find back your inner self. Say what you will. Just so you know, I won't show you any sympathy like Minerva. I understand. Our goal to destroy the world is not delusional, but clear and resolute. Even then, however, we are a thorn in the side of most people who can see happiness in this world. And unlike them, we are ill-tempted family who can never regain happiness and are losers in life. Losers in life, you say? Stop it. There is no need to force yourself to sympathize with us. Well, even if you truly feel sorry for us from the bottom of your heart, you and we will never be able to come to a consensus in society. Losers in life are generally orchestrated, and no one cares for their well-being. I know because I am a loser in life, like all of you. Yes, those who are able to move and be happy again after a tragedy or after a tragic losses of their loved ones are but superficial beings. They may be winners in life, but they are losers in true love. And we cannot help but cut them dead and trample them. Having said that, what good would it do for us to beg for our mercy now? In other words, if you just want to destroy us, and if you think you can destroy us, then by all means do it. Prove your will to live, and wipe our entire existence off the face of this planet. You don't have to tell me that, since your convention is clearly words apart from ours. The only way to resolve this is by force. The question of who is right and who is wrong depends not on beliefs, but on actions and their consequences. Whoever wins is right, and whoever loses is wrong. That is a sort of harsh rule which Lake would agree with. I will not deny that. In the end, everything comes down to the point at issue between the world and Nephili. This is, after all, the ultimate decisive battle between existence and non-existence that surpass all ideals and notions. Now, between you and me, I wonder who will turn out to be right and who will turn out to be wrong. I can definitely tell you that we are not here to autotext, that I shall put all my faith in Kane, and perhaps even Earn. Before I depart, can I ask you one last thing? Sure, go ahead. After you hear my question, give your answer to... Oh, I didn't catch that. Give your answer to Kane or Earn? Seeing that you are unable to take flight on your own, despite having wings. Which side are you truly on, Vene and Bash?